64 audio U12t. It's a great set. I've already heard it. This set is the one that was the last one that was on the shelf, but they had a demonstration set and I heard it, and I'm not going to mention the shop because I was asked. There's multiple staff. I get along with one of them very well, and the others I do not. It's related to the low-2 Gold Touch event. And people say, you know, you send mails and you're really aggressive and make that. I was face to face with these people, and I said that we could all go take a walk, and I could throw out the rules like they were doing to me, because they were telling me we can't throw out the rules and change our policy because you didn't check more thoroughly. And I'm thinking, I'm speaking English and you guys are speaking to me in my language, and you didn't say that this thing was region locked, and now I'm stuck with a $4,000 DAP, and you're telling me that I gotta eat 30% of that, even though you know I bought this 2 days ago and it's mint. You're gonna really do that to me because the rules. And they were like, shogunai, like that's the way it is. And then I said, well, I could just take a walk with you guys, and how about we throw the rules out. I'll show you what that looks like. And that was a threat. And they took it seriously. But that was face to face. And it was to two guys. And you guys are thinking, you're too much into the, you know, physical stuff. Listen, if you were sold a device that cost $4,000 and you were back there within 2 days and said, I'm getting this, and show them from the company, which is nothing, can I please return this or exchange it or do something? And then they're like, no, we can't do that for you. We can take it back. And their standard is like 60% back. If it's in mint condition, they'll give you back 60% of it. 2-day-old low-2 Gold Touch, and they're going to take 40% off of me. People that I've been dealing with for years. So I became very aggravated and did what most people would think of doing but wouldn't do, and that was saying, let's go for a walk, and I'm going to bounce heads like basketballs off the ground. Bring anybody you want, biggest friends you got, let's go. And they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, daijoubu. And yeah, daijoubu janai. Nani, that's a 40 man, yo. 40 man. And you're telling me I got to eat 30 to 40% of that. When you know that it's... There's probably a way to check how much time this thing's been used. Less than 20 minutes. So anyway, because of that and because of the rebuilt relationship, I promised not to mention them. And what they did for me today was help me, because I was going to get the Forte. And I'm thinking right now I shouldn't have shared that whole story with you, but fucking whatever. Turn the camera off. Nah, fuck, keep going. So I was going to get the Forte, and I listened to the demo. I had 3,600 Sanju Dokuman I had in my pocket. And listened to it and thought, there's something wrong with it. Like a cohesive. I'm actually lying now because I didn't think that word, but he has a little pocket translator, because he said the word in Japanese, and then he scrolled it down and he showed it to me. With looking at my face, holding these and looking at them and puzzled, he instantly figured out. So I wasn't in my brain. The guy that works for that shop found the word in English and then was like, I see ping pong, you know. Whoa. And he just laughed. He thought it was funny. And then he pointed to this set and he said, I have. And I said, really? And I listened to this, and then I listened to the Czar, and I listened to overall in balance and presentation, and I want this set for a sense of space and like positioning. That's what I would like out of something like this, and this seemed to give me the best. And you know, I know this dude's watching this video, and I already apologized for the stuff about the low-2 Gold Touch, and I was taken care of by somebody else. So that's water under the bridge, but I'm not mentioning that shop because I was asked specifically by the guy that wrecked this, saved me a bunch of money. I wouldn't have bought the Forte anyway, but he actually didn't like let the thing go. He specifically said, you know, this one. And then I didn't have to trust him. I could listen to the demo set, and these are really nice. These cost $2,000. All things being considered in what they asked for the other stuff, I thought, yeah, okay. I'm not going to be wrecking other people by this, but I'm going to be using it to say, you know what, the Roland is, probably got better bass impact due to the dynamic driver, but if we're going to be honest about sense of stage, like just if you believe in that, this might be something that's slightly wider. Like that would be something, and that's exactly what the purpose of something like this is. And to look back at the Forte, I don't even know what the driver config is. I just know that it's a hybrid, and that I could hear that it was a hybrid, and maybe that wouldn't have been the best. I've got more like 12 10BA APA sets than I do high quality hybrids, so this would probably be the set that would have worked better anyway. So stuff turned out better. $1,000 saved. That wasn't the point though, because I didn't care. The money would have gone and would have walked away fine. If you were to look at the Forte on the internet and read all of the stuff about it, you get a lot of positive stuff, and I don't know if there's anybody that's done a negative, so I wish I could have gotten it and then smashed it. Not smashed it, yeah, smashed it, but then that would have cost me a lot of money to do, and I'm not going to do that. Trust me when I say, if you're wondering, is it worth $3,000 plus, I would say, fuck no. Absolutely fuck no. Is this set worth $2,000? I think that would depend on you and your budget. I think this is a very good set. And it's interesting to point out that the Roland is not the flagship of the Paladin series. And I like it. I think that's a clear reason, though, because it's got a dynamic driver. This is not the flagship by any means, or was at some time, and then quickly usurped by 18BA, and then another Forte, and then a Trio, and then a Forte something Noir or something like that, or whatever. I'm 6 minutes in, I haven't done anything with this, so I'm gonna go. I already know it. So I like this set. I think it's really good. I appreciate that dude. He's into America pretty much, I guess, and he digs me, so he can kind of put up with the whole thing. It comes with, if we're going to compare it to like a FiO, it's a much more Spartan presentation than even a FiO, but we're not here for that. It's got the extra modules on the side. Again, I've heard this. So this is what it looks like when you pay $2,000 in a package. I saw that somebody else did a video and won this. Can you imagine how incredible that would be? To just by chance, the guy with 100,000 subscriptions at that time is the one that wins and is going to do a video for your IMs. How lucky can you get? It almost would make somebody doubt. Hibby did a giveaway for the R6, and I think Glass Monkey from Audio Primate, who I actually like, got it. I think everybody would agree that that just looked bad. The optics of that was poor. So it seems like very solid build. It's got a nice long nozzle. It's got a fucking screen in it, man. Unreal. Anyway, I heard it. I think it's very, very nice. This is going to be used basically as a stage and positioning. The ability for the psychoacoustic illusion of a sense of space and items within is something that I think this probably, in my brief experience, excels at, and something I could possibly use as a reference, where the Legend X can be something that gives me lots of detail and gives me authoritative bass. It gives me very lively, deep, thick, rich presentation, gives me a reference on that end of the scale. This is something that would exist on the other end of the scale. So it has a practical purpose and is sometimes going to be better in some ways, but it's a well-known set. And while $2,000 is a lot of money, if you want to make valid comparisons, going into a shop and saying I tried item A or B, and trust me, I don't think that's good enough. You've got to pay the cost to be not the boss, the fucking, I don't like saying I heard something and then use that strongly in any kind of opinion. And this is something that has a great stage and seems to position stuff virtually in a very, very good way. It's something having is probably a good idea for me at this point, as it seems that I'm going to be getting more stuff that is in the upper price ranges. So I got Empire ears, I've got 64 audio again, and we'll go ahead and see how that works out. So this will be probably, first comparison will be probably be with this, the Roland, the new EST flagship by BGVP, and maybe the Art Magic, the other one, and then maybe something else. So kind of give, like, if I were to pick this on, you know, bass, I'd put it in this order. If I were to pick this on, you know, just overall sound, like which one would I grab off the shelf, I'd grab this one. So I'll give you guys kind of remember I purchased this, and also the Empire ears. So there's people say that you're more invested when you pay. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I actually had a person that told a seller, if you continue to work with him, I don't want to work with you, because he threatened me. And then that guy's gone, because you're a pseudo reviewer, you're not a fucking business person. So putting up business people in that position is just a fucking foolish fucking mistake, bro. What were you thinking? I just found that out yesterday. Stupid. Don't take yourself that fucking seriously. So my opinion of this is it's a great set. Its strength is probably in its detail. Unlike the plastic U12, which I thought almost made me lose my faith in this company. But this actually sounds good. The metal shell, I'm sure, plays a part in that. And imaging and stage is where this is probably going to be my measurement, because I'm not going to compare the EX1000s to stuff that's 10 times its price, because people just are going to balk at that, even though a lot of people know that that's a great set. I better use something that's a little bit more up there and more familiar to people that are in that price range. And sometimes this is going to be the better one, and sometimes it's not. I hope I pay $2,000 for this, but I genuinely do like the imaging and the soundstage. Definitely. And there's no problem with the bass. So, and the mids either. So it's a good set. So this isn't a review or an unbox. This is kind of an intro to how I got the set and why I got the set. So telling you that one Chi-Fi set compares to another Chi-Fi set, for some people that's like speaking Chinese, because they're just not familiar with Chi-Fi. If I say this set is not as good as this set, but it's, you got to strain to figure it out. And then there's some points where I'm going to say, I think this set is actually better than that set. In this situation, using this track that you can simulate, copy, do yourself. So I won't be vague. I won't talk about whatever the fuck the language is that's used by most people, that gets more and more confusing, and you're like, which one is he talking about again? Or it's higher than it's deeper, while the other one is deeper than it is higher, and the other one has more layering, and blah blah blah, but fucking blah blah blah. Without music, I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. This, when it's discussed, and when I say that I can image positions, I'll probably be using Led Zeppelin, because it's a 4-person group, and some of the stuff, the way it was recorded, they didn't do studio stuff like Page would be in there only. They actually recorded together in certain tracks. Historically, you can read that up, and I can listen to that stuff and tell you, you know, I can literally hear Jump Hole Jones on the left. It seems like that. And I know he's supposed to be there because of the historical record, like Wikipedia, about the making of that track. So that will be coming. Long ass ramble, 14 minutes. It's in the stable, and I'm out.
Selling cocaine, the ripping shows live on stage for hoes yelling my name.